A memorial in the West Valley to remember a man killed in a motorcycle accident. The family placed it there so they'd have somewhere to go and remember him.
But they can't do that in peace because someone keeps knocking it down. Fox 10's Lindsay Regis joins us live with the details. Lindsay?
Yeah, a mother lost her 19-year-old son, Bryce, in this very spot. And to remember him, she created this memorial. But over the last 2 months, she's found it destroyed multiple times and is asking whoever did it to please stop.
I just want it to stop. At this point, I don't care who it is. Just stop. Just leave it alone. Let us have our spot.
Jennifer Newman lost her 19-year-old son, Bryce Burgess, 2 days before Christmas.
A driver failed to yield at this intersection. He actually took his last breath at this intersection.
The same place Bryce took his last breath is the same place Newman put up her son's memorial, at the northeast corner of Bell Road and Avenue of the Arts.
He has family in Tucson that drive all the way up here just to be here at this spot. His friends here, his family here.
But when his family or friends show up, it's either gone or destroyed. In the span of over 2 months, Newman has replaced Bryce's memorial 4 times.
Every time I have to put it back up, it breaks my heart again. I'm not even healed from it. I'll always have a hole in my heart where my child should be. And it breaks me even further every time this person does this.
Newman and her daughter even found the candles, teddy bears, and flowers inside a dumpster and took it all out to recreate her son's memorial.
I think they are probably hoping that I will give up. But this is my child. I protected him in life. I will do the same thing now.
Before Newman put up the memorial, she made sure to check with the police department, with the city, and with this shopping center to make sure it was okay. Now, they all gave her the approval. She believes it is an individual targeting this memorial. Reporting live, Lindsay Regis, Fox 10 News.
A Kingman couple under arrest. They're accused of disposing the body of their 16-year-old son. Investigators in Mojave County say Amber Leah Valentine and John Eames lied to them last month, saying their son had run away. Days later, deputies say they found the teen's body wrapped in a blanket behind a stone wall. Meantime, their roommate, Richard Pounds, is also under arrest. He's accused of holding the couple's 14-year-old daughter captive.
A carjacking suspect is dead after fleeing from authorities. Yuma police say a man first stole a water truck and 2 guns, and then he tried to take another car, but it wasn't working, so he stayed in the truck. The suspect then carjacked a woman at gunpoint and took off in her Acura. While leading police on a chase, the man ditched the Acura and stole a 4th vehicle. The suspect was eventually T-boned by a semi-truck and died on the scene. Both agencies are investigating.
An Avondale police canine escaped from his handler's home over the weekend and was missing. Well, now we're learning more about what happened in the hours that he was gone.
One man says the dog attacked him during that time. Fox 10's Stephanie Bennett spoke with the victim and joins us live with the latest. Steph.
John and Christina, good evening. Yeah, the victim is obviously still very shaken up by all of this. It happened just over Sunday. Now, he actually moved into this neighborhood. It's a very quiet neighborhood, and neighbors we talked to say it's also very safe. He moved in on the Friday night, and then this all happened on the Sunday. So not a very good welcome to the neighborhood. He does have puncture wounds to both of his arms, his hands, and also his fingers. But he tells us he's lucky that he and his family are alive.
Due to the dog bites and the lacerations, how deep they were, they cannot do stitches because of infections. So we have they have put these things on for the meantime. Very, very crucial pain.
Rogelio Jaquez is recalling the terrifying moments when he was attacked on his driveway, not just by any dog, but a police dog. Jaquez and his family's screams could be heard across the neighborhood, captured on this security footage.
He'll start running right now. I really felt hurt because police dogs are trained to attack bad people. I'm not a bad person, and I got attacked for some reason.
It all happened Sunday night around 11:30. Avondale police say K9 Rico went missing from his handler's home in Goodyear, near Lower Buckeye and Estrella Parkways. A report obtained by Fox 10 from the Maricopa County Animal Care and Control shows the dog was let outside to eat, but when family members came to let him in, they noticed the side gate was open and Rico was gone. But Rico didn't make it very far until he saw Jaquez working on his travel trailer.
At first, I was in shock because my kids were out here playing 10-15 minutes prior to that.
Jaquez lifted his arms in self-defense to protect his face, he says. The pair wrestled for a bit until his wife started hitting Rico with a broom and the dog ran away.
He had like this metal collar on him, which I was able to grab my fingers around it, kind of choke him down, control situation. He was still biting me every so often. He'll get me, jab me in the fingers.
Rico wasn't found until the next day. He has been with his handler for 5 years. For now, the department has advised K9 Rico to be sequestered to his home with the exception of going to work, as well as other conditions of home quarantine. As for Jaquez, his wounds are extensive and will impact his ability to work.
Me, I'm a welder. I depend on my hands. So right now, I don't know what's going to happen. Financially, we just moved in here, so...
Yeah, and he's still waiting for this investigation to be finished. He's not sure yet whether or not he's going to press charges. He has made a GoFundMe to help cover some of those medical expenses. For now, the department is determining the best course of action moving forward. Reporting live tonight, Steffi Bennett, Fox 10 News.
Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to this. A strange man at your door ringing the doorbell, claiming he has a reservation to stay at your house. This actually happened in Black Canyon City, but there's much more to this story, and it all started with a crash on I-17. Fox 10's Lauren Clark picks it up from here. Lauren.
Christina, this really is a crazy story. It all started, as you mentioned, that major backup off of I-17 right next to Black Canyon City. Police say that crash involving a truck trailer was so bad that they thought the driver was dead and were going through the wreckage throughout hours. But turns out he was very much alive, and a 911 call is what prompted them of his location. Friends McKay, Grant, Ben, Connor, and Danny say they were driving down from northern Utah into Phoenix when all of a sudden...
We got onto the on-ramp, pulled in, stopped. Didn't move a single inch for the whole 2.5, 3 hours.
Stuck on the I-17 outside Black Canyon City along with a long parade of cars. Trying to make the best of it, they snapped this photo and met their fellow stranded travelers.
Most cars were turned off. A lot of people were sleeping. We saw someone knitting or crocheting.
The story they were given, a driver of a tractor trailer crashed just after 9 p.m., fully blocking lanes and the shoulder. Troopers believed he lost control in the highway's tight turns, causing axles to detach completely from the trailer. The friends said they were told he was nowhere to be found, but little did they know.
I called ahead of time and got a reservation for tonight. Two days in a row. I have a wedding here.
Just woke up hearing banging noises on the door.
Troopers say he ended up here outside James Kutry's door around 4 a.m.
This guy's outside just tugging on my door, yanking on it, trying to get in and moaning and making all these noises and stuff.
I have no place to go.
A man trying to get inside without luggage, apparently thinking the home was an Airbnb or hotel.
I made reservations for 2 nights, brother.
Ragged clothes and I didn't see a car out there anywhere, so I just walked up out of the dark. So very suspicious.
DPS officials don't believe this was someone who booked a stay either. K9s and a Ranger helicopter looked for the driver too, but it was James' 911 call nearly 4 miles away from the crash and hours later that eventually brought troopers to him.
Just a lot to process all at once.
And as for the seemingly bizarre behavior, troopers believe the driver was possibly under the influence of drugs.
Makes me really be thankful for the fact that I've got cameras around this house and lights lit up and everything, because you never know what's going to happen like that.
And thankfully, no one was hurt in this entire ordeal. Troopers say the driver is facing possible charges, including DUI and fleeing the scene of the crash. He's currently under medical examination right now. Reporting live, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News.